Hi, I'm David. Welcome to That's the Watch channel for affordable watch collection and collecting. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do the subscription and like this video as well. Today, I'm going to talk about and review on Oris Aquis, the Aquis Date, which has a 39.5mm dial. A little bit about Oris. Oris founded in 1904 and is based in Holsten, Switzerland. It was started by two persons. They bought over a watch company and they named the watch company Oris because of a nearby brook. So I have a question for you. What does Oris and Jaeger-LeCoultre, JLC, have in common? If you know, comment below. Now, back to Oris. During the 70s, 80s quartz crisis, Oris was so-called made into a fold with a company called Asus AG, which is now the Swatch Group. In 1982, they did a management buyout and decided that they want to be an independent watch brand and focus solely on mechanical and automatic watches in the mid-price range for us to own, you know. And they now are one of the most sought after Swiss independent entry-level watch brands, and they are doing very well at the moment. Oris Aquis Date 39.5mm was a gift to me by my significant other, and she got this for me and I felt very blessed with it, and I've been using it for quite a while, loving it, you know, for all occasions. So now let me share with you my likes, my dislike, and the watch itself. All right, this is the Aquis Date, This is the 39.5mm case. Okay, let's go into the measurement. As I said, this is a 39.5mm case with a thickness of 12.6mm with the slightly domed sapphire crystal. The lug-to-lug itself, okay, which is the wearability, is at around 46mm. I'm not going to mention the lug width as this is an integrated bracelet, so there's already no point in mentioning that at all. The case itself is green with a sunburst effect. All the indexes, if you can see, all the indexes are applied with white in the middle and the silver sides. Okay. Similarly, the minute and the hour hands are white in the middle and silver on the sides. I like the silver second hands that comes with the lollipop. It really looks nice, and to me it just pops. There is a minute track surrounding the circumference of the dial, and this gives me an easy way to determine the time when I want to set the time. Okay, there is a date window at the 6 o'clock with a black background and white numbers. The dial is really clean with the brand Oris at the 12 o'clock and Aquis pressure resistant 30 bars 20 meters at the 6 o'clock. Even though this is a smaller dial, the wordings on it doesn't seem to clutter the look. It has a very nice ceramic bezel with 120 clicks. Let's hear the bezel movement. It is really crisp and clean, and from what I know, there is no back play. and it lines up perfectly. I kind of like the shiny bezel because it sort of illuminates the sunburst dial as well. Now, the whole case and the bracelets are made of stainless steel with brushed and polished finishing. If you can see here, look at how it plays with the light. The bracelet itself has solid links and solid end links. And it comes with screw pins, so it's easy to adjust the sizing. The clasp itself is milled clasp, and it comes with 3 micro adjusts. On top of that, it has a diverse extension. Let me show you. So you can actually go over a wetsuit pretty easily. Now this Aquis comes with a screw down display case back. Let me see if I can adjust the screw down display case back. I sort of like the red rotor, which is really iconic to Oris right now, and I really like the movement inside as well, which I will share later. On top of that, it has a screw down crown which is signed, and that gives this watch a 300 meters water resistance. Oris call this movement the caliber 733 with date complication, but it's actually a movement based on the Sellita SW200 with a power reserve of 38 hours and runs at 28,800 beats per hour, which is around 4 Hz. That means the second hand will beat 8 times per second and makes the second hand runs very smoothly. Now let's talk about the crown. I really love this crown. Screwing it and unscrewing it is really smooth, and I love how it makes me feel. Okay, and when I do the hand winding, it is really silky. I almost felt like it is there is some resistance, but it's very different from some of the watches that I have. Some of the watches I have, when I do the hand winding, it's like cranking up the machine, you know, and that's not fun. And if you go to the second position, it hacks the second hand and you can adjust the time. The first position will adjust the date. Did I go to the first position? Okay, let me see. Yep, first position. Come on, show me the date. Yep, adjust the date. Okay, so let me screw it back in. This watch comes with lume, and I'm going to show you the lume shot now. Here's the lume. Is sort of blue color. I'm not sure whether it reflects in the video. It's sort of blue color, and I believe it's some kind of a BGW9. And I do like this lume, even though it do not last really long. So what do I like about this Oris Aquis Date? First and foremost, the size and that sunburst dial. I was very impressed with the sunburst dial. I'm not a fan of green dial, but when I saw this sunburst dial, I literally fell in love with it. It is so beautiful. Everywhere I go, okay, whenever I meet my friends or my colleagues, when they notice the watch, they will all say that this is a very nice colored dial, very beautiful watch. This is a Sellita 200 base movement, which is a reliable movement that lots of companies are using, specifically Swiss brands and also some micro brands as well. And the way I look at it is that because this is such a reliable movement, and the parts are easy to find, so if there's anything wrong with this movement, you can go to any watchmaker, they can fix it, they can find the parts easily, and they can bring it back to normalcy. I love the overall finishing. I don't see any QC issues at all, and I find that it is very well executed, very well manufactured, very well made. So far, this is like by far my favorite watch amongst all my other watches that I have. There is really nothing I dislike about this watch, but if I want to improve on this watch itself, okay, there are two areas I think always can consider looking at. The first is the minutes and hour hands. I find them too slim. I believe if you make it maybe a millimeter, 2 millimeters, 1 or 2 millimeters thicker, it will give a better presence on the dial, especially when you really are out in the open, you know, and because the anti-reflective coating is not that strong, it will actually hide, so-called, your reading of the watch. And on top of that, when you're diving with this, the slim minute and hour hands defeats the purpose, you know, especially when it's dark. Yes, it looks good, it looks great. The integrated bracelet on this watch is great. Having said that, if I want to change it to a strap, a rubber strap or things like that, I have to get it from Oris. I need to buy additional straps from Oris. If I get an OEM, I can still do that, but it may not fit that well, it may not look that well as well. So that is a struggle. This watch will not be a strap beast, and I have to really rely on Oris if I want to have any additional straps. What do you think of this watch, the Oris Aquis Date 39.5mm? I know they have the 41.5 and there's the 43.5. If you have the Oris Aquis Date, let me know. Comment below. Let me know what you like about it, what are things you think should improve, and things like that. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation, and let's enjoy watches together. I'll see you in the next video.